everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Raiders coming in at 3-11, going up against the Colts, who come in at 8-6. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, it was 1 year ago today on Christmas Eve. These fans thought they'd seen the final Raiders home game in Oakland. They got a reprieve, but that day might be here again. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the Oakland Raiders. Murray, the lone setback. He'll get the football here. And he's going to cut it back right. Latavius Murray. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Latavius Murray, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. The first play from scrimmage. Some of these people haven't even taken their seat.
That's what is commonly known as a fast start. That's what my horse racing friends would say. They caught a flyer out of the gate, and guess what? They're in the lead now.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on first down. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Here's the offense, and if you're the defense, Charles, you really have to focus on that guy that's highlighted on the screen.
You're talking about pure speed. T.Y. Hilton can get down the middle of the field and really stretch a defense.
This is Chris Cole. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on third down. Throwing, Jones, looking deep downfield. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Here we go. Red 18. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Watch the screen. Oh, baby, alert. Alert. We ready?
Again, it's Murray. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Well, that second down run, a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. Well, they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On first down, Murray. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They bring Crabtree in motion right. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And on 3rd down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And 4th down coming up.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Taken in at the 11. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They run it with Polk. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
Sean Smith is absolutely the prototype of what they call the long corner. Tall, plenty of length in his arms, and the ability to bat away passes.
They come out here in the eye. Again, they run it with Polk. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. This is Polk. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
2nd down following the run. Now Jones. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
3rd down now following the completed pass. One receiver left is Hilton. They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Now Polk. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. but you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll set up to throw. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Now the first carry for Jordan Todman. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time. Third and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On play action. Now Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up a 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football. On his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
Fielded just inside the 20. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
It looked like he might beat that last man. He doesn't, though, but it goes as a 32-yard return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. One receiver left is Hilton. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 14 there. And the Colts are going to have a first.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
One receiver left, 2 to the right. They go play action here on 1st down. Completes it to Moncrief left side. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Now Jones, and that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jack Doyle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something
else.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Cooper will come in motion right. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. Flush to his right. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. Murray the lone setback.
We ready? Ready, baby. Alert. Baby, alert. We ready?
And they'll give it to him here. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And time for us to take a break here in the booth. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Third down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth.
All right, here we go. 88. Zebra.
Cooper, the man in motion right.
Oh, baby, alert, alert.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They do go for it. It's Carr. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. And the back goes into motion. On second down, here's Carr. This is Reese on the ground. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him.
And another timeout taken by the Colts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
We ready? Red 18.
Cooper will come in motion right.
Alert, alert.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. That's complete. It's Gordon. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Here we go, baby, alert, alert. Hello, baby, alert.
Murray, the lone setback.
Red 18.
In motion, the tight end.
Hello, baby, alert, alert.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Marcel Reese, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have retaken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
They're looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Throwing Jones. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Now Jones. And he's got his man Hilton. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And, oh, what a catch at the 2. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Dante Moncrief in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Murray the lone setback. Cooper the man in motion right. Carr now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Cromartie. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Smith. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this 1st half of action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Big mistake here by the kicker, kicking it out of bounds.
The one that drives coaches crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it down to the 32. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
The best thing that ever happened to Mario Edwards Jr., in my estimation, was moving from defensive end into defensive tackle.
Why is that?
I think he had such good size, but his quickness now is overwhelming when he works inside against guards and centers. Now allows him to make plays as one we just saw there, getting into the backfield and getting a tackle for the loss.
Back to throw here. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. 11 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down. In the red zone this time.
Here we go now. Boom, landed. Watch it now, Barney.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. Deion Sims is tied in the intended target. And it's 4th and 3. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, this from 33. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. That was a really nice play. Be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Hey, we're gonna rally. Rally. We ready? Wide and yank. Wide and yank. Hey, we're gonna rally back.
They go play action for Murray. Now Carr completes it right side to Cooper. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Carr going to try and throw on third down. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Cromartie. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 17 that time. And that'll be good for an Indianapolis first. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be third down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Throwing, and down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Mario Edwards with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. And Vinatieri's kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Hey, we go rally. Hey, rally. Watch it. Alert.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. The open man is Smith. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. And quickly, they get to the line.
We ready. Hey, we go rally. Rally. Here you go. Wide and 8.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Smith catches left side. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Hey, we go rally. Rally. That's the West.
Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Wide and 8.
Cooper will come in motion right. Carr. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Carr, gotta have this one. And that is incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. And the Colts coming out now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
The 4th quarter here. They've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
One receiver left is Hilton. Now Jones. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Sean Smith. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And this offense last time turned it over. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board. But we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Carr going to throw. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. Murray the lone setback. Here's Carr. This is Reese on the ground. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Halfback sent in motion. Carr now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll give the Raiders a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook. Yeah,
definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Shotgun now for Carr. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. And now they're in the hurry-up. Cooper, the man in motion right. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Mike Adams. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Throwing, Jones. Over the middle, Dorsett. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. So with that miss, Charles, you have to figure their fate. It might be sealed.
Yeah, you needed 2 scores. So you take the field goal first and then worry about getting the ball back. But that may not matter now.
Hey, we go rally. Rally. We ready. Wide and yay.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. Slot man moves right. On first down, Carr completes it right side to Cooper. 12 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for an Oakland first down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Murray, the lone setback. He's going to get the football. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And they're going to speed things up here. Carr going to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now they send a man in motion right. From the 4-yard line, it's first and goal now. Here's Murray. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Carr now to throw. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Back to throw, Carr. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Derek Carr with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Raiders are back within a score.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert, and then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted, so many things to go through.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is fielded at the goal line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Dorsett making the catch. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays, really hurts the team on defense.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 1.
Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So after the mistake by the offense, it cost him 5 yards. And now 1st and 15. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. That one looks like he'll throw here. Dorsett's got it. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this